Morning, everyone. I'm Belinda, and we're here with Just Be Yoga and our home yoga practice live on this Thursday morning, August 20th. Wow, if I'm reflecting and just going, I would never have imagined in August, what life would be like, in my life today. Yeah, and I don't know how often any of you reflect on it. And I actually just kind of sit and go, but I'm well, I'm fine, I'm healthy. Thank you. I'm fairly sane. Thank you. And I've learned so much about my resiliency and about my relationship to life and health and others. Good morning, Kara. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. So I'm just giving out some gratitude and saying when I said it's August 20th, and who could have ever imagined, like, wow, from March to now, like, whoa, this whole online game and, my level of my practice and my connection to practice, and even in how I share practice. In some ways, it feels even more genuine, far more genuine and vulnerable. um, and challenging, right? Because I got to connect with people energetically over broadband. Good morning, Claudia. Good morning, Joanna. Good morning, Kara. All right, well, welcome. I'm Belinda, the rambling lady sitting here on the mat here at Just Be Yoga, and this is our home yoga practice live on a Thursday. Our Thursdays are trying new things and finding a new level. This week, our theme has been Pratyahara, sense withdrawal. It is the fifth limb of yoga, and the last four limbs have to do more with like our spiritual ascension, and that the first five that we're dealing with. Nevin, what? Oh my God. Oh, well, Nevin, this might be intense here as far as what I got planned for us today. Because the first five limbs are about physicality and the last three limbs are definitely about spiritual ascension. If you're just joining, do check out the Tuesday version of home yoga practice where we set the tone of what is Pratyahara, what is sense withdrawal. Home yoga practice itself is about developing a personal practice of yoga, not necessarily showing up and following along. So we got some skin in the game, so to speak, okay, as far as like, what am I committed to? So today, my intention is that we are going to find a little bit of a sit quiet space. We're going to do a little bit of movement. And then because of the theme on Thursdays being new things and new levels, we're going to practice our practice with an attention on our senses with some really specific targeted space, probably holding for some duration that might be new level, and experiencing our sensations in a new way. Let's all definitely, hi, Sheena or Shina, thank you so much for joining. So when we are approaching observing our sensations, we're to then observe our reaction to the sensations, our reactions to the emotions in the sensation, our reactions to what isn't going on, right? Because we miss the things that we want. And so therein lies like a bit of that struggle that we get to confront in our yoga. All right, we're going to start in a comfortable seated space, just doing a check-in, creating a quiet space for yourselves. So if you need to, do any final setups in your physical environment, and we will either sit on a cushion. I'm just going to sit the way I am right now. You could sit in a chair. You could lie down. Let your check-in be you authentically coming into you. All right. So go ahead and make yourselves comfortable. Your eyes could be open or closed. Feel your body. And receive those words. What does that mean to feel my body? How do you know you're feeling your body? What areas of the body are you feeling or bringing your awareness to? What information are you receiving back from different regions? Are there areas of the body that definitely want to have a conversation? And are we willing to listen? My upper back head wants to have a conversation. I carried a big backpack bag yesterday, and I don't usually do that anymore. So my upper back and shoulders are like, Belinda, we have these complaints to lodge with you. And so I'm like, okay, you're right. I went a little off balance. And let's feel our breath. And then step lightly into your mind. Don't try to push your thoughts away. What is going on in your mind? What is weighing on your mind? Where is your mind spending its greatest attention? And how does that make you feel? Start to bind them all together and notice how your mind is making your body feel. How's your mind making your breath feel? How's your body making your breath feel? How's your body making your mind feel? Are they working together or are they working separately? And we're just checking in. Don't start to look at what's wrong or something to fix. Just feel the state of your beings. Stay with that. Hear the sounds in your body. Hear the sounds where you are. Hear the sounds outside of your building. Be your sense of hearing. Slowly breathe in and hold. Observe as you're holding. Pressure. Observe as much in your sense of touch in your entire body as you can. Exhale, press all of the air out and then hold. Inhale, hold, Exhale. Hold. Notice if you have an expectation of yourself. Can you just be in this as simply as you can, not trying to achieve, and observe your relationship with sensation and emotion? Breath in. Hold. Now we're going to breathe out and feel the process of breathing out. Feel all of the sensations of that transition. And then hold. Natural breath. As the natural breath resumes, notice your mind. Where was it not while we were really focusing on that breath and the sensations? Where was it focused when we were in the breath and the sensations? Notice how our senses can take us into super stimuli and desire, and how our senses can pull us into aversion and refusal and stepping away and avoidance. Let's start to bow and flex, tucking the chin down, rounding the spine, lifting the chest. When we lift, we're breathing in. When we round, we're breathing out. Feel your clothing move on your skin. Notice temperature. Notice the body temperature changing. Notice the outside world temperature. Observe your mind. Notice your muscles now. Where are you feeling muscles moving? How does that make you feel? Now let's arch the back, lift the gaze, tilt the tailbone back, breathe in and hold. Exhale, round the spine, press all of that air out and hold. Observe what's getting tight, what's getting panicky, what are we enjoying, what's new. Breathe in, arch and lift. Did we gulp that in like our lives depended on it? Hold. What's still growing and opening and expanding, or do we feel closed? And round, breathe out. Hold. Find your neutral space. Let's switch the cross of our legs if your legs are crossed. If you're on a pillow, you might want to adjust now and move the pillow aside. We're going to start to move a little bit more. Let's breathe in, sit up tall, exhale, revolve. Now on every exhale, see if you can apply a little bit more pressure into the twist without forcing, and start to notice what's changing and the levels of sensations that are shifting, amplifying, dulling. Upward energy through the spine. Downward energy through the sit bones. Eyes open or closed. And just hear. Be your sense of hearing in this twist. Hear your breath. Hear your heartbeat. Hear the room. Hear outside. What's intensifying as you hold? What's in a constant state of change and fluctuation as you stay? What is our relationship with sensation? What do we want out of? What do we want more of? Gently, slowly release. Come back to center. Deep breath in. Single Om. Gentle neck rotation. Notice what you notice. Notice even your mind receiving the words. Feel your ears receiving the words and the sound. Did pleasure occur? Did disappointment occur? What is actually going on in this moment in time? How are we reacting to it? What are we desiring out of it? Our expectations? What are we accepting? Physical body, breath body, mental body. Change direction. Come to a neutral space. And gradually start to position yourselves for your twist on the other side. Find where you want your arms to be. Apply some upward intention through your spine. Sit your sit bone down. Grow tall through the back of the neck. Twisting the midsection. Feeling out the balance of the areas of the body that want to give into the twist and the parts of the body that want to anchor. Be your breath. Eyes opened or closed. Feel the energy and sensations of the twist and hear with your ears. Are you still applying in the twist? Are you practicing or are you waiting? Are you fighting and resisting? Are you accepting? Receive the words without judgment. Observe, check in. How does the sound impact your mind and your body, your actions and your breath? Slowly, gently release, coming to center. Let's breathe in and reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Gentle Om. We'll Reach the arms out, back behind, find an interlace, open the collarbones, feel the sensations, notice any intensity. What's really opening in the front of the chest, the breastbones? Are you forcing? Is your mind trying to impose its will over the body? Or are we collaborating? Are we working together as one unit? Listen and respect the body, feel. Don't go for a desire. Do we know whether we're in a desire space? Breathe in, pull the chest up, not the chin. Do we know the difference? Exhale, gently release the arms. Let's bring the left arm under, right arm over. Feel this counter pose. Pull the elbows out in front of us. Feel the space in between the shoulder blades. Tuck the chin down. Breath. Hear the sounds. Doing things differently. Stay where we are and observe. Do we have a pattern of a desire, of a kind of pace of movement? Does it not feel valid if we're not moving from thing to thing? What do we not want to confront and be with and present with in stillness? What level of intensity can we confront in stillness? Release. We're going to reach the arms back. Find a change in interlace. Feel the fingers. What's different in the hands? Lift the wrists behind. Offer the chest. Shoulders down. What are we feeling in our neck? What are we feeling in our upper arms? Can we stay? Sensation. How do sensations guide our behavior? Influence our thoughts? Help us identify with who we are. Good. Let's gently release. We're going to switch the arms. Hopefully you remember whatever arm was on top. If not, let go. Just do a thing. Pull the elbows out in front of us. Breathe. Can you intend the spine upward? What are the sounds you're hearing? What are you even hearing in your own mind? Release, arms open wide. Pat yourselves on the back with the left hand. Find that left elbow. Sitting up tall in the chest, eyes open or closed. If you're choosing to leave the eyes open, what do you see? What do we feel? What do we hear? How are we reacting? What are our expectations? Where's the balance where we're not overdoing, underdoing? Stay with it. Breathe. By all means, if anything starts to cramp, change. But as long as you can, let's hold. Be with the states of change. Be with the states of stuck. Release, arms open, flex the wrists. Switching arms. sensory perception sending us information. How do we respond to the information? Do we need to respond to the information? Balance, equilibrium, connection. Release the arms open wide. Go ahead and turn the wrists down, pressing the wrists out. Single Om, deep breath in, feel the vibrations, let it flow. Wrist rotations. Feel yourself, your mind, your body, your breath receive movement. Maybe you've just been dying to just move. Maybe all of the intensity of that static sensation. What is that? How often do we sit inside of static sensation? What does it mean for us? Are we enduring or are we blossoming and growing? Change direction. What is the pace we're choosing for the arms right now, for the wrists? What are we really feeling? Are you moving the fingers? Are you moving the wrists? What's moving? Bring your attention there. What can we feel? What areas in the center of the palm, the surface of the palms, top of the wrist? Feel, awaken, be alive with vibration. Good, let's breathe in, find an interlace, flip the palms, feel the difference in the interlace. From behind to above, feel your sit bones. Feel the muscles in your face. If there was a mirror in front of your face, what would you see? What would we feel? Breath in, exhale, gentle side bend. You're going to choose that stop point. You can change at any point in time. Don't feel as though you got to freeze, stick it and hold. Make sure that you're finding your practice of connection, not punishment. Breath. But are you willing to feel, or are you running away? If you're shifting, that's up to you to feel that out. And then we don't fall in love with our sensations. We don't become stimuli junkies. We don't become sensual pleasure junkies. We're not here to seek a pleasure principle. We're here to seek balance in our physicality, our physical being, our breath being, our spiritual being, our mental being. Breath in, ease your way up. Feel this space. What could you soften? Other side. Notice, did you need to take that exhale through your mouth? What is that energy you were releasing? How does an intensity of sensation connect us to our energetic being in a way that nothing else can? Do we know what this sensation is? Do we leave too soon before we ever really get to know? Breath. And inhale it up. I came out early there, pulling the arms back, tuck the chin down. What can I feel alive in the sensation of my arms? Even if something's falling asleep, what is that? Feel, breathe. Don't attach. We practice and we detach. We practice and we detach. Gently release the arms, shoulder rotations. Make a sound or just breathe out the mouth. Feel the energetic release, the dispersal, tinglings, different waves of sensation coming down the arms, through the shoulder sockets. Change direction. What are we mapping in a sensory way in our physical bodies? Let's go ahead and lengthen the legs out in front of us. Point and flex, feel your toes, your ankles. Is it neutral or is it more alive now? Feel the skin on the back of your neck, behind your earlobes, in between your shoulder blades, under your armpits. How much of your physical body are you occupying? Flex your toes to your face, sitting up tall, breathe in. Exhale, let's twist. What's different here? Are we leaning back? Are we sitting upright? Are we trying to do something, or are we just being? Feeling. Do the thing and feel it out. We're not here to achieve. We're diving into layers of feeling and being and observing and awareness. Can you twist on that exhale? What's new? What are we discovering? Not proving and not performing. Where are you going? Learning. Gently release, breath in, exhale, come forward. Now, if you want to bend your knees a little, go ahead. We're not here to make a command or a demand of the body. Be with your breath, be with the sound, feel in your body. Soften your palate, soften your tongue, just be. Feel your organs, feel your breath, feel your circulation. Let's gradually, slowly feel the process of coming back upright. What are we learning? What are we mapping in a sensory way about our physical existence, our breath existence, and how the mind and the breath and the body work together and know one another? Breath in, sit up tall, other side. Exhale, twist. What are our habitual tendencies and patterns? What are the expectations when we feel a feeling? Are we genuinely meeting ourselves where we are right now? And right now. Here is a new now. And a new now. Gently release, Breath in, sit up tall and hold. Shoulders down, spine as erect as possible, pressing the backs of the legs down, flaring the toes open. Open the fingers, let the fingers guide the toes. What are we more aware of about each individual finger? What are we aware of sensory-wise in the palms? Can you feel that expansion? Are we feeling that same level of intensity and expansion and deliberate intention in the toes? Could you spread them wider? Could you feel your arches? Breath. Can you feel your Achilles tendon? Can you feel each rib lifting you upright? Wrap around the sides of your ribs. What are you feeling? What are those muscles doing? What does lifting feel like in sensation? What can you hear right now? How does that help you be at one with any other sensation? What does being at one mean? Where there's no struggle, there's no aspiration, just being. Beautiful. We'll bring the palms down, walk the feet in. Take a moment, feel the surface of your palms. What is the information being delivered to you in the surface of your palms? Can you feel a temperature? Can you feel a density, a pressure, texture? I feel more grippy in my hands because the mat that it's touching is just more sticky. The feet feel a little bit more slidey on that surface, but it's softer. How much texture can I feel through the surface of my feet? Could I use my toes more? Sensory perception. How does that make me feel? Where did that take me away from so that I'm more at one in my mental space rather than cluttered, rather than distracted or pained in my mental space? Press down through the feet, thrust the hips up, keep the gaze toward the knees, breathe. What information are you getting through your limbs? Are you using one arm more than the other? Are you feeling pressure in different areas of the arms? Hear your breath. Learn your feet. Learn your legs. Learn the sensations in the collarbones. Learn your neck. What is equilibrium? You can bring the hips down or lift the leg. Breath. Switch or come down. Bring the feet down. If you're still with us, thrust the hips. Breath. What are we feeling? Not proving. Don't grin and bear. Hear. Maybe close the eyes and just listen. Hear the sounds in your hands. Hear the sounds in your shoulders, your feet, your hips. Lower the hips down. Bottoms of the feet together. Feel sensation dissipating, amplifying in the hands, the shoulders, bringing the upper body forward, and breathe. Hear your breath. Hear the sounds. Let the sounds, let your hearing into your sensation. Now practice hearing and detaching from the hearing. practice, and detach. And we'll gradually bring ourselves up. We'll come to hands and knees. Observe how you move. Observe what you can about your sense of touch, your sense of sight, your sense of hearing as you move. And we'll find a few cat and cows, your pace. You feel your way. What sensations are we aware of? What sensations are bringing us joy? Are we seeking a feeling, or are we absorbing what is here? Do we know whether we're chasing a high, chasing a feeling, or whether we're accepting what is right here? Good, let's come to a neutral space. We'll talk the toes. Start to lift your butt up, drop your head down, downward facing dog. Keep the eyes open if you can and look at your feet, and just look at your feet. Don't critique, just look. What are your eyes noticing? What area of your feet are your eyes scanning over? What are your eyes noticing differently that you don't usually notice? Move the toes, move the feet. Let your eyes absorb and notice, that's a behavior. That's something that's going on. Notice something different. Press the heels back. Feel your legs, but see. Feel your arms, your hands, and see. With your eyes open, how is the relationship with the arms and the sensation in the arms and legs different? Breathe. Eyes open. Open the jaw, stretch the jaw side to side, open and close. What are we feeling? Work your tongue, work your cheeks. See if you can release the weight of your head, tilt the tailbone up, press the heels back, sensation. Don't go to any extreme. What's sustainable? What's changing in the sensations you feel in your feet? What's radiating? What's permeating? What does it do to the mind? Is the mind questioning? Is the mind telling you danger? Is the mind telling you yum? Is the mind proud? Is our ego proud? Are we confronting a shame? Are we confused? We'll bring the left knee down. Step the right foot up. Now wiggle the right foot over to the right, hands down maybe to a block or the floor. Tuck the back toes, straighten the back legs, sink into the hips. Hear your breath. Feel the texture, feel the dimension of sensation in the front of that left leg, in the front of the hip, in your back, in your hands, in your arms. So much for us to feel. How are we reacting? Is the mind starting to question, how in the hell long are we going to be here? That is really legit. The mind is starting to question all kinds of things. What are we feeling? Is the feeling making the mind question? Is the mind affecting the feeling? What is truly going on? Bring the left knee down. Step the right knee back. We're going to switch it out. Feel the process of moving that left hip, left knee, left foot. Feel it come into the earth. Give yourself a moment. Get information from that left foot about the fabric, about the mat, about the stretch in the foot. Are things coming back from the stretch we were just in? Tucking the back toes when we're ready. Straightening that back leg. Breath. Practice and detach. What can you see? What are we hearing? Find a sound and stay on that sound. Find something for your eyes to fix on and stay on that thing. Now we're going to walk it around to the right, spin on the heels and the toes, wide-legged forward fold. Adjust your legs as you need, feet parallel. Allow the upper body to hang. Head is beneath the heart. Feel your bones, feel your flesh, feel the inside of your body. Feel your change of perspective with your eyes. Keep the eyes open. Hear, your ears hearing. Shift your weight forward into the front of the feet. Notice what's changed. Your perspective, your fears, your concerns, your attachments. Now shift the weight back in the heels. How far back does the body want to go? Can you soften your thighs? What are we feeling? Good. Let's make our way down to lying down on our bellies. Notice how you get there, what you feel to get yourselves there. We'll bring our hands behind our back. Inner thighs is close together, and just hold and breathe. Don't do anything with the arms. Just have a clasp. Feel your flesh engaging with the earth. Feel the information your sense of touch is delivering to you through the whole front of your body, through the front of your hips, front of your legs, everything in contact with the mat. Feel your breath interact with the mat. Now see if you can lift your wrists off your butt. Feel what you feel in both arms. Draw the shoulder blades down your back. Lift your head, but keep the gaze down. Breathe. Soften your neck and just breathe and feel. Hear the sound of your breath. Now lift the chest as much as it wants to go and feel. Keep the gaze down. What are the sensations? Eyes open. Lower the head down, turn the gaze to one side, and eventually release the arms. What are the new feelings here? Not just the release of a feeling. These are new feelings. What are we feeling? How would you characterize it? Is it new? What have we discovered in this new moment? How present have we gotten to be with our physical bodies, our breath body, our mental body, and the present moment? We'll turn ourselves over onto our backs. So we're going to feel our backs down. And just as we did on our bellies, feel the surface of the back of the body engaging with the earth, interacting with the earth, all the points in contact. What information are the backs of the wrists and fingers telling you? Your forearms, your elbows, your upper arms, behind them, around them, on top of them. Armpits. What can you feel right now without moving in your armpits? On skin around your chest, the breast area, the nipple area. What do you feel? Skin at the back of the neck, sides of the neck, front of the throat. How heavy are the eyelids? Invite one knee into the chest. Invite the other knee into the chest. Use your hands to hug the knees in. Feel your back. Feel your belly. Feel your thighs. Straighten the legs. Bring the hands behind the hamstrings. Maybe find a clasp on the wrists or wrap the arms around one another and pull the straight legs as close to you as you can and breathe. Maybe your low back pulls off the earth. Feel your breath expanding against your back, against the mat. Good. And let's gently release. We'll bring the feet down, knees together, feet wide. And wiggle the feet as wide as they'll go, rolling the inner thighs into one another, and notice what you feel. We'll drop the knees to the right and let go and feel. Breathe and feel. Let go and listen. Slowly carry the knees over in the opposite direction. Feel the transition, not just the destination. What's stimulating? What do we want to avoid and let go of? Where's the balance? We'll gradually roll all the way over and bring ourselves upright. Maybe eyes closed. And if not eyes closed, just eyelids heavy, relax our visual field. What are we allowing ourselves to see and know about ourselves? When we bring the gaze within, what is our body telling us right now? How free is our breath right here? how free or stimulated or avoidant is our mind. All right, so hand not touching. See if you can cross your legs or separate the legs so that you don't have any limbs touching a limb. Feel that space. Do we know that we're still in this body and of this body without that sense of touch with the body? Try not to swallow right now. How long could you go without blinking? How slow and unmoving could the breath be? And let your awareness extend to the sensation. Hands together to the heart center. All that is kindness and love in me recognizes and is deeply grateful for the kindness and love in you. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this has been our home yoga practice live today. This is a practice where we're developing our own practice plan, our personal yoga plan, how to develop practicing at home for ourselves, for our inner connection, for our self-awareness and self-realization. If you want to know more about developing a practice plan, please check out the blog at justbeyoga.com. Each week, been developing a theme and working on that theme within different ways of moving each day of the week. Thursday is exploring new levels or new edges or new things. I am deeply grateful for everyone who has joined. We've been donation-based for more than 10 years. If you'd like to give what's in your heart or your pocket, please feel free to go to our PayPal, paypal.me/justbeyoga. I will stick around for a little bit if anyone has any questions or thoughts or share. I'm always looking for ways to either improve or make this a direct and customizable and meaningful experience for each of you. Want to always use the benefit of this interactivity, right? You have the opportunity to talk to me right now, real life time. I have the opportunity to be able to give you some feedback right here, real life time. So I'll hang out for a little bit and see who all is still here. Oh, hi, Claudia. Wonderful. Yeah, sit still in some stuff. Feel some stuff, hey? Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Joanna. I decided, Joanna, that we wouldn't do holding a push-up for forever and feel that out. I figured you would be grateful for that. Namaste, Sheena. I hope that I'm saying that right. Thank you all. Thank you for coming. Tomorrow is our basic. So home yoga practice tomorrow will be a basic practice, which means that we'll be exploring all of the fundamentals or fundamentals. I'm not going to say all. Fundamentals of standing poses, fundamentals of seated postures, fundamentals of twists, of reclining, still within the sense of Pratyahara, exploring what does that mean? If you want to practice more Pratyahara off the mat, you could take it into your taste experience, withdraw from a certain type of flavor, withdraw from a certain type of lighting, withdraw from a certain volume of sound or type of sound. It will really start to awaken you to how much we assault our hearing orifices, what brings a balance, how our hearing affects our mental state and our spiritual state. We will start to really be aware of how much overstimulation we put ourselves into or how much we need a little bit more stimulation to keep us regulated. Oh, I pronounced it correctly. Thank you, Sheena. I appreciate that. So I said sound, taste, smell, right? You could check out the aromas in your home or on your body. Change it up. Do you know what neutral is? What isn't neutral? Are we fixated on like, I've got to have the smell of coffee, or I've got to have lavender over here. I need to burn an incense or a sage before I do my practice. Anything that starts to lean us into a habitual space doesn't lead us into being present. Right? We start to assign the value of our practice to the sensory stimulation as opposed to the practice. And the practice is guiding us towards self-actualization and self-realization. All right. Well, I am deeply grateful for those of you who have shown up. If you want to check out all of the other weeks, that is on our playlist on YouTube as well as on Facebook. And I have been working on the blog post about Pratyahara, which I hope to post up a little later today. All right. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.